Hi, it's Dave from DaBelly. We're at NAMM 2016. We're in the Peavey booth with Michael. Welcome. How you doing today?
Great, man. Thanks a lot. We're really excited to debut the 6505 Piranha. We call it the Piranha because we wanted something that represented something that was small that had a bite. So we've been in business about over 50 years now. For half that time, we've had the iconic 5150/6505 series of amplifiers, and we've had a few iterations. We've got the 120 watt head, we've got the 6534, we got the mini head that we debuted last year, which has been a huge success, and now we have this 20 watt micro head, and it's got a 12AX7 tube in the front end. It's got a solid state back end. It's got two settings, heavy and heavier, and the EQ is special because it's a sweep. So all the way to the left is a scooped setting, and all the way to the right is 777, which one of our very famous artists always used to use on his amplifier. And unlike most or all of the amps like this in our industry, this has got an effects loop as well. It's got an auxiliary input, so you can put your iPod in there and plug the headphones in and jam out at lunchtime at your desk. So let's hear it. And also, what you're going to hear is a brand new 6505 powered sub, which is a 300 watt powered 18 for guitar that accepts a speaker level input. So I'm going directly from the Piranha into the 212 directly into the sub, and it just adds a lot. So we'll start without the sub and then I'll add it. So here's the Piranha on its own. So that's the 6505 Piranha with the 6505 powered sub. We're real excited about it. Our dealers are excited about it, and make sure and get to your Peavey dealer and check it out.
Sounds like more than just a simple practice amp there, but it's got some body to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And really the sub has a real specific purpose too. I mean, yeah, it will make this little system in the 20 watt mini head sound huge. But there's a lot of people playing 7 and 8 string extended range guitars, and typically with a guitar cabinet you start to lose fidelity on those low strings. So by adding the sub, you're adding that range to your system, and then all of a sudden you're going to be able to hear more definition in those low notes. So it's something I've noticed traveling around and listening to bands with those types of guitars is the low strings are a little bit of a frustration sometimes because they sound a little floppy, and this will actually allow you to maybe drop the low end a little bit on your head and then add it back in with the sub, and you'll have a really great defined tone all the way up and down the range of the guitar. Very cool. Thanks. Let's move to the next. All right.
Okay, now we're going to take a look at Peavey Cirrus bass. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, the Cirrus is an iconic product for Peavey. We've been out of production with them for a few years, and this year it returns. And it's a gorgeous bass, neck through. It's got graphite stringers in the neck for stability, and also a carbon fiber headstock cover or veneer up here for headstock stability, as well as the neck through, the laminate neck. We've got the beautiful walnut finish, a red oak, which is a brighter sound, a beautiful, beautiful sounding bass, tiger eye, and bubinga. The special thing about the Cirrus is that we use an 18 volt system, not a 9 volt system. So most of the time, an active bass actually will have passive pickups with an active preamp. We have active pickups and an active preamp, and that gives us an enormous amount of headroom, as well as a very, very silent, studio quiet signal. So it's been a very popular bass for many years, and now we have it coming back. So we're really excited about that.
Beautiful bass guitar, it really is. What are we looking at next?
Well, we've got our Composite Acoustics has been a very big success for us. This is an all carbon fiber guitar, considered to be the Cadillac of carbon fiber guitars. Losing my voice. This guitar is impervious to the elements. You can literally leave it in your car in the middle of summer in Gilbert, Arizona, and walk right into an ice cold, air conditioned bar, and it won't go out of tune and it won't change. no matter where you are. A lot of airline pilots like these guitars because where they have to store them and where they travel to. Very popular. It's a premium instrument, hand built in the United States, and it's available in several different finishes. This is a brand new finish, which is a satin black with this satin red tribal finish, we call it. And it's a brand new thing for us, and it's been very well received. So Composite Acoustics, it's a very special brand for us, and we're very, very proud of the brand. It's a no compromise product all the way through, and aerospace quality product that goes into it, and very, very, very well received by our
Looks amazingly light.
They are. Some of them are heavier than others. They're tuned. The tops are tuned like you would tune a nice arch top, which makes them very special. The sound hole, the traditional sound hole placement guitars have a traditional bracing system. The offset sound hole has a patented bracing system on it, and that's not traditional. I don't want to say too much, but they're very lively. They sound fantastic. That's what they're known for. They're sculpted in a way that they're not bolt-on. They're very comfortable to play, very ergonomic, and like I said, not just because they're popular, not just because of the impervious to the elements aspect, but also because they sound great, on par with any acoustic guitar that you can get, and they're very comfortable to play as well. So very popular. And we've got some new basses and new guitars over here. This is a SC2. That we have. This is a new finish. We've actually redesigned this guitar this year. It's a little thinner. It's a little speedier, so to speak, and very excited. This is our trans wine red finish. It's just a gorgeous guitar, and a double humbucker. And the SC1 is similar, but it's a bolt-on neck. And,
what else we have here?
well, this is our grind bass, which is a neck through double humbucker passive. A very popular bass. It's a very affordable neck-through bass, actually. 4, 5, and 6 string. We've got our new Milestone in natural, which has been a big hit at the show, as well as our whole line of DW acoustics and our Raptors and Raptor Customs. Some new finishes on the Raptor Customs here, with the kind of vintage look, with our marine green, we call it. So our instrument program is really doing well for us right now. We're excited about 2016, and let's go check out an amp.
All right, Mike, let's talk a little bit about the power slide.
Well, this is our Robert Randolph signature power slide, and anybody who knows Robert Randolph knows that, yes, he plays a steel, but he's a rock and roll player. So he has a signature power slide and a signature amp with us as well. We got custom Grover tuners, new tooled nut, and a nice bridge down here, fully adjustable. The one thing that really sets this apart is this new push bar, so you can adjust how far away it is from your body. We have a patented 3-point strap, so you can play the power slide standing up, sitting down, standing up like this too. So there's different playing positions for this. But Robert's idea was to have this push bar that's got foam lines so it doesn't cut into your body. And if you've seen him play, he's all over the place, man. So this enables him to kind of keep the guitar steady as he's jumping around and flailing around doing his thing, And so this is a new thing for us. And his amp is just a monster. It's a 500 watts stereo amplifier with a special EQ that was voiced by Robert, digital effects on board, as well as a stereo effects loop. It's got pre and post EQ sends on the front panel as well. This amp makes some great tones for guitar. I mean, you plug an electric guitar into this thing, and it's just got a special sing to it. And we wanted to take this amp and make a version of it that was more of a utility amp. So over here we've got our Session 115. All these are made in the States, by the way. And the Session 115 is 250 watts to the internal speaker, which is a 1501 Black Widow neodymium. And so it's a lightweight amp. It only weighs about 40 pounds. And same feature set as the Robert Randolph version, but the EQ is more flat. So it's great for steel, but it's also great for other instruments like mandolin or acoustic or keyboards, or for accordion, for goodness sakes. You can play accordion, it sounds great. Both these amps feature a MIDI switch that you can go ahead and attach to your mic stand or the leg of your steel amplifier. As soon as you plug in the extension cabinet, it's a switching jack, it changes the power section to stereo 500 watts. It has got a lot of headroom. And the effects automatically switch to stereo at that point. It's got a stereo effects loop, stereo MSDI compensated out, XLR output. Just a really pro amp, really high-level pro amp. And so for guys that are sidemen that play several different instruments and bands, this is just, it will do whatever they need it to do. And it certainly will get as loud as they need it to get and maintain purity of sound since it's got so much headroom. So, like I said, made in the States, and we're real excited about the Session 115 this year. So check it out on Peavey.com and on DaBelly.com.
Thank you much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thinking my lips was once a wall.